KidNuz fans, are you looking for your next new adventure? There's a brand new podcast out now we think you and your family are going to love. It's called Mysteries About True Histories. Here's a preview.
From the creators of Who's Smarted and Starglow Media comes a podcast full of mystery, adventure,
time travel and riddles,
and secret math.
Get ready to listen, laugh, and learn with Mysteries About True Histories every Thursday on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. And we begin with another school gutting its main graduation due to campus unrest. This time, it's Columbia in New York City, which has been roiled by demonstrations and made headlines last week when pro-Palestinian protesters took over one of the university's academic buildings. Instead of a big celebration on May 15th, the school says it will host a series of smaller events this week and next. Other colleges are also having to pivot. According to the Associated Press, Emory announced yesterday that it would move its commencement from its campus in Atlanta to a suburban arena. But others, including the University of Michigan, Indiana University, and Northeastern, all managed to host ceremonies this past weekend without any major interruptions. It's a mix-up that might be flattering if it weren't so annoying. American Airlines keeps mistaking a 101-year-old passenger for a baby. Patricia, who did not want to share her last name, says the airline's system can't seem to compute that she was born in 1922 rather than 2022. According to the BBC, the humor of the situation wears off quickly when airport staff does not have a wheelchair ready because they are expecting a baby who could be carried. Patricia says she'd especially like it fixed because my poor daughter had to carry all our luggage and apparel almost a mile from one gate to the other. But she won't be deterred. Her next trip is planned for August when she will be 102 and hopes by then the airline has had time to fix the mistake. Voters in Indiana head to the polls today as Hoosiers cast their ballots in a number of races. There won't be much suspense at the top of the ticket as President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump already have enough delegates to secure their party's nominations. However, according to PBS, former candidate Nikki Haley's name will still appear on the ballot, even though she has dropped out of the race, while President Biden is running uncontested, with no option for voters to choose uncommitted, as some have done in other states. Also to be decided, nominees to replace Governor Eric Holcomb, whose term is ending, as well as competitive races for the U.S. Congress and Indiana State Legislature. The NFL is going to greater lengths to keep players safe from concussions or severe head injuries. According to The Athletic, players will now be allowed to wear guardian caps, soft-shell covers used on helmets, in games next season, not just in practice. The caps were already mandated during training camp and practices over the last 2 years for players who play certain positions, and they reportedly resulted in a 50% decrease in concussions among those who wore them. Overall, however, concussions in practices and games have increased. While some players complain that the fit of guardian caps is a bit awkward, NFL officials say they are becoming more accepted, and they hope that the new helmet designs, along with new rule changes, such as the revamped kickoff format, can make the game safer. More than a month past St. Patrick's Day, a little green golden retriever puppy is taking the internet by storm. Shamrock was born smaller than her littermates and without a cream-colored coat like the others. Hers was green, which according to her breeders at Golden Treasures Kennel in Pensacola, Florida, isn't all that unusual. They say light-colored dogs can have a greenish tint at birth, but usually it comes right off. Shamrock's didn't, and when her breeders posted a video of the green pup in a sea of cream, it instantly went viral, garnering more than 8 million views. According to USA Today, Shamrock is feisty, fun, and thinks she's a princess. TikTok users have been calling her Princess Fiona from the movie Shrek and suggest her soon-to-be new owners continue dyeing her fur green, even if it fades. Still ahead, New Balance's new functional, fancy, and Franken-like hybrid shoe. But first, today's KidNuz quiz. What state holds its presidential primary election today? Indiana. What is the name of the cushioned football helmets now being allowed in NFL games? Guardian caps. How old is the woman American Airlines computer system keeps mistaking for a baby? $101. What is the name of the green golden retriever puppy taking the internet by storm? Shamrock. In today's Kid News Kicker, what do you get when you cross a sneaker and a loafer? A Snoafer, or technically the New Balance 1906L. The hybrid, also dubbed a Frankenshoe by the Wall Street Journal, has the silhouette of a loafer with no laces or eyelets, but also mesh paneling and a stabilizing sole typical of a running shoe. The Snoafer won't be released until August, but the memes are already running wild, especially among dads. One Instagram user posted, "I can't wait to mow my lawn in these bad boys." And another, church at 9 and dunking on the kids at the gym at 11. Before we go, shout-outs to our Kid News classrooms. Mr. Betts Wildcats at Rosewood School in Jenison, Michigan. Mrs. Gunn and her Tigers at Tyler Run in Powell, Ohio. And Mrs. Verrucci's Wolves at Seth Whitman in Belvedere, Illinois. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share Kid News with all your friends and family. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.